All right, this is Lori from the Pink Girly channel on YouTube, and I had some trouble with YouTube, so now I'm going to try to stream through StreamYard. Now, of course, I've got this shadow thing going on, so that's annoying, isn't it? But hopefully, the gals that were joining me over on YouTube will find me. Well, they'll find me on YouTube, and then I'll see if I can find. I just started the stream and then I was frozen immediately. So we're going to try this and see how it goes. See if I can find the right one. Now it says upcoming. That can't be good either. Oh my goodness. Well, it looks like I've got, oh, there's Peggy, take two, and Barb, good morning, good morning. Of course, now I can't find me on YouTube. Let's see if I got the right one. Well, Mrs. Gigi, good morning. I was up way too late last night, Miss Gigi. Woo. We were over at Zena's. And gosh, I think I finally signed off. It was, what, midnight or closer to 1 o'clock? Anyway, all right. So I looked through the the Enchanted Forest. Now this one's the magical jungle. I thought maybe I'd try to color some Johanna Basford. Just something low key for this morning. Hopefully low key. And I'm just seeing if anything strikes my fancy. And we had Ree in here earlier as well, but she is going to be lurking. She's a busy girl, our Riri. Nothing's hitting me. Nothing's smacking me in the face yet. And there she is. So I'm going to use Prismacolor pencils. That's basically what I have. Oh, look, I put a shimmer on that. Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. And I don't know what I can do about the dark striping. This one is the Secret Garden and Inky Treasure Hunt. And what I did, I think this is the one. Oh no, this isn't it. Where's... Oh, I've got another one. That's the one I thought I had. Hold on. Hold the phone. I've got my Johanna Basford Christmas. Oh, there it is. I was looking for the Inky Butterfly one. I have too many of these books, I dare say. Shocker. Shocker! Okay, this is Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, a magical tale to color. Angie, she's back. She's back. Did you have a good snooze, Ange? Still tired, kid? Yeah, it takes a little while for that to get out of your system. So what I did in this one is I went through and I don't think I coffee stained. I think I just used a wash of like a coffee kind of color. At least that was my plan. And I was thinking I would do something in here. But I don't know if this is going to work out. Because, see, look at can you guys see that striping? I don't know what causes that striping. My lighting is the same as it always is. Good morning, Vanessa. Vanessa was with us at Zena's last night as well. Oh, well, thanks for popping in and saying hi. I appreciate that. They're the two you have. Oh, Barb, you want to color along? Now, see, these pages I didn't do the staining part. And of course, these are very detailed, so let's face it, I'm not going to get a whole page done. That's for sure. And I much rather color on the right-hand side of the page, especially with streaming. This left-hand side would be annoying. So I'm looking for something. Look at those mushrooms. That strikes my fancy. No, I like those because they have people and their faces. I do like mushrooms. Wow, look how busy that is. That's like a month's worth of coloring little like bird houses or butterfly houses. I haven't read the story yet. I really don't like to read. All right, I'm looking for a person on the right-hand side, or perhaps those mushies. Oh, look at that page with all the stuff dingly dangling. Ooh, yeah, I like that too. Look, they're on the left-hand page again. Oh, nice, Peggy. I don't think I've ever made a St. Patty's Day card. I just haven't. I have some Irish in my family. Kind of like that. She's really small. Well, I kind of wanted this book to all look the same, and I'm kind of look, there's another face, but okay, how bad? Okay, it looks like I have blinds. See, I have a fluorescent light over top of me. I've got my other light on. If I pull it, can you guys see that? Oh, look at that busy heart. I don't feel like coloring that goblet. Look, again on the left-hand side. That's so annoying to me. I wonder why that is. Why she didn't give us a... I would love to color along, Lori, but even though I finished the Janet Young Scavenger Hunt, I keep redoing pages in some fashion or another. So far, my page... Oh, get out. I'm sure they do not. Oh, that's cute. It's got a little... Well, I guess if I wanted to paint faces, this is not the book. I'm leaning towards that bumblebee I saw. Maybe I could do a couple bugs. A couple bugs. See, that one's cute. And I guess that's a moth of some kind, perhaps. Okay, where are the experts? Where did I see that bee? Am I driving anybody crazy yet? Crazy? Well, I might have to go with the moth because I didn't mark the bee page. Gosh, I'm so annoying. Good morning, Brenda D. Nice to see you. Okay. Are you ready for this? So I'm tracking this package. I found on, I think it was eBay, a lot of 4 Somerset Studio magazines that I thought I would like to have. So I purchased them, and they should have been here. What's today, the 10th? I think they should have been here the 8th. So I'm checking the tracking. Now, there's this distribution center for the post office in South Jersey, and I live in South Jersey. Normally, when something gets there, the next morning it's at my post office, and then it's out for delivery. So I check, pull up the tracking, and lo and behold, they sent it to Michigan. Yeah, they sent my package to Michigan. Yeah, but and then I have to color it upside down. All right, I'm going to go with this bug. I know, right? South Jersey. It was in South Jersey, and then they sent it to Michigan. So I called this morning, and the postal lady was very nice. She said, I have no idea. She said, the only thing I can say is that the distribution center is so large, it's like a city itself. All right, hold on. I want to get a little thing of paint, and I can't spin the wheelie thing. And she said, I don't know what's going on there. She said, but they've had so many people not coming to work. They're throwing people in there. She said, I would guess that someone just didn't know what they were doing and threw it in the wrong bin. She said yesterday they had 72 people call out. Can you imagine? 72 people decided not to go to work yesterday at that. And this, my friends, is the world we live in. So she said it's not lost, that I will eventually get it. Just hoping it doesn't go to China after it goes to Michigan. Okay, let's see here. Well, sometimes you get different ideas. Now look, I just put my arm. Now look at there. So it must be the color of the pages. Maybe if I get some color on. Okay, here's the dealio. I'm going to take this here honey brown deco art paint. I'm going to put a little bit here in my little dish. I'm going to dish it up. Now, of course, I have no idea what color wash I put on those other pages. That would just be so brilliant if Lori decided to write that down somewhere. But no, she did not. So in keeping with the rest of the book, I'm going to just create a little whoosh. A little whoosh. That might not be enough water, but I can always add. And I don't think I want to use, I'm trying to find, Miss Fiddlesticks, trying to find, let me try this little fan brush. And I want it fairly light. That's just water I have in that little spray bottle. I'm just going to give this a little washeroony. And the rest of the book, I don't think I'm too particular about how even I had the wash. Kind of rusticky. Now, I don't want to get in that black paint that I have there, but it's probably going to end up that way. Now, don't ask me why I felt that I wanted to have this book look like everything was dirtied up and vintagey looking, but I guess just something different. Now, I've had it for a while. Haven't done anything in this book in a while. Actually, I usually color in the evenings, and I've been knitting or crocheting most evenings. I just get in moods. Just different moods strike me, and then I, who knows? Who knows? All right, as soon as I put my arm in front of the screen, it clears up. That's so amazing. Okay, heat gun. Gonna dry this up. And there we have it. My picture is clear. Clear for takeoff. So, anybody have plans today? Riri's lurking. She's busy working on something. Peggy's working on St. Patty's Day cards. Aunt is resting from her procedure from yesterday. Brenda G, what are you up to? Barbara is reworking some scavenger hunt pages. You're done early, right, Barb? Because isn't it April 1st? Is that the deadline for the scavenger hunt? I was watching Dee Dee yesterday, and she gave away, a book? And then she gave away pages from, I want this really dry because I'm going to use pencil. She did, she showed calendars. She goes to, you're working on a water, oh, that sounds fun. I is done, yes, very good, Barbara. I'll have to call you Barbara Marie like Keisha does. She gives everybody the middle name Marie. Well, that might be when we're in trouble. Holly Dalton. Hi, honey. It's early for you, right? I didn't expect to see you. Hal's headed out to the big city this morning. Let's see, 3. Oh, it's 7:15 for Hal. Oh, I should have put the heat up a little bit. My hands are a little chilly. Okay, so I'm thinking this is a moth, and I've got more moths or fireflies over here. So let's see. Maybe I should read some of the story. The queen bee told them of a secret tunnel that led from the oak tree to the castle's dungeon. Before Ivy could say thank you, the bees took to the sky with a synchronized hum, leaving Ivy and House Mouse alone once more. Ivy peered between the primroses that surrounded the trunk, and sure enough, hidden behind the leaves was a little wooden door. She turned the handle, and it creaked open, revealing a spiral staircase leading down into the roots of the tree. She hesitated at the doorway, then felt House Mouse tug at her skirt. "Shall we?" she squeaked. Ivy nodded, and the pair of them stepped into darkness together. It was black as midnight in the tunnel, but as Ivy and House Mouse walked, hibernating fireflies snoozing in glass jars suddenly buzzed to life, illuminating the path with their warm glow. The tunnel was laced with dusty cobwebs. "Oh my," gasped House Mouse. "This place could do with a bit of spring cleaning." Ivy chuckled at her little friend. She was grateful both for the light in the underground passageways and for having House Mouse at her side. The dark could be a scary place for someone with a big imagination, but having House Mouse with her gave her courage. Soon they saw a patch of light in the floor, a gap in the stonework. They peeked through the hole and saw a diamond chandelier suspended below them on the end of an enormous metal chain. Silently they squeezed through the gap, climbed down the chain to the chandelier, and peered into the dungeon. Good morning, Kimberly. Okay, so this is a firefly. I'm guessing, and they're all different. See these over here are all different shapes. But it's an imaginary book. So I like orange and oranges. Now I've got a bunch of pencils in my tray over here, which really doesn't work that great for me, but I haven't come up with a better solution. Now, Dee Dee Willingham uses this utensil tray. I shall show you. And she's very organized. I, however, am not. She keeps all her pencils, color coded in color families. Yeah, I gotcha, Peg. So here's my mess, and they're mostly Prismacolors. There's a couple oddball pencils in here, but mostly Prisma. So I'm going to be rummaging through these. If you ever had a kid that played with Legos, you might have a flashback. Just saying. Yeah, and as soon as I put my arm in front of the camera, it has something to do with it not having something to focus on, Holly, or the page being too light. Too light. All right, so I'm going to start. I'm going to keep my hand here, and hopefully that'll take care of it. All right, let's go. So I'm thinking oranges, and I like purple with orange. So I'm going to start with a light base coat of orange. This is just true orange. I'm going to sharpen this up, and away we shall go. I couldn't decide what I felt like doing this morning. Like I said, I'm trying to get into a regular groove of coming on Thursday mornings after Murray's done streaming. Murray didn't stream this morning. Okay, let me do the body. I'm going to do this part of the body. Now, can you guys see okay? Is that a little better? If that's too close, you have to let me know. I'm kind of peeking around my camera. And I always forget how much color really you can lay down with really like almost no pressure. No pressure. Now, surfreactant, that's better? Okay, thanks, Kimberly. Okay, thanks, Peg. I feel like I should have music playing. I wonder if I should make his little behind a bright yellow. Like a light beep, 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 like that. Let's leave that go. All right, so I want that orange. I think I'm going to put orange up in here. I was intrigued the other day. I guess it was Wednesday. It could have been Monday. I don't know. Where was it, Barb? Do tell. And someone gifted Dee Dee, I don't remember the girl's name, some Prismacolor pencils, and one of which was a neon red. Never heard of neon. She said it's hard to find. I guess it's a discontinued color or something. Oh boy, would I like to get a look at that. All right, I'm going to do orange in where these little circles or bubbles are, if you will. Do you think it's too early to color? Yes, they are evil. Well, I was telling Holly. Holly said, "What did you do yesterday?" She said, "What did you do all day?" I felt like getting rid of stuff. I need storage. And I've had some scrapbook paper that I have had at least 7 years. Never touched it. Haven't used it yet. Probably not going to use it ever. My taste in art and paper has changed drastically since I bought some of that stuff. So it's now loaded in the car for Goodwill. Opened up some space. And I really have not really felt like this before. I feel like I can't get anything done. Okay, Barb's humming in the background. Thank you, dear. And I feel like I can't get anything going or anything done because I'm so disorganized. And usually that doesn't bother me. Yeah, I have so much of it, Peg, that, like I said, I haven't used it in years. And I've got other paper to do that with that I don't need to. Now, I do have autofocus off, but see, my camera's jumping. It's real because I'm flipping my hands around. It's really jumping to, it's struggling to focus. Okay, so now I'm going to come back in here. And I'm going to put another layer of this orange just to deepen this up a little bit. I'm still going light. I don't want it to get the shine of death. You're a good person, Peg. I don't want to pay to ship it anywhere. I figure somebody at Goodwill is going to be thrilled to find it. All right, I'm just coming underneath these little ribs, if you will, and around the outside edge and just adding some more of that orange at the outset here. So welcome to anyone that's come in. Candy, how are you? Good morning. Nice to see you. Candy, are you working today? My husband's going down to 2 days a week. I think he was supposed to retire 2 years ago. Okay, Mrs. Gigi. And they talked him into staying. And then they had a gal out on maternity, and well, and he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind. He likes what he's doing. Arts Junction. Okay, Barb says we have a place called Arts Junction. It was started as a resource for teachers. Now it's open to, oh, nice. Oh, that's very nice. So next week he's supposed to go down to two days a week. And I don't know if anybody else has. It's not that he's going to be underfoot. Oh, geez, Barb, I hear you. It's just that he's kind of like always in my business. Yeah, well, I think you should do this, and I think you should do that, and I think you should just mind your own beeswax there, baby. Sometimes, especially in the art world, he just doesn't know what he's talking about, okay? I mean, for most things, I do have a reason why I do them. Okay, I'm going to hang on to this orange pencil. One of my favorite colors in this pencil is Vermilion. And I don't know that I have one that's not super ground down. Now I'm going to want to be using Crimson Scarlet. Okay, Ange, good to see you, honey. Thanks for popping in. You'll be able to sleep that anesthesia off. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Hal. Thanks for the reminder. Okay, there's that annoying Lego sound. I know I had one the other day. Carmen. I wonder if I have one in my... What's this one here? Oh, there you go. Vermilion. It's just a little bit of a different shade than your orange. I had it and it cleared up and then... Oh, well. It's Vermilion. It's number 921 if anybody gives a hoot. Probably not going to be able to tell a whole lot of difference. It just kind of deepens up that orange a little bit, just a little tiny bit. So the other thing I was thinking about doing this morning, and I just couldn't get my act together. Okay, what does Kimberly say? Kimberly says, my mom wouldn't let my dad go with her to the grocery store the other day. She said I just had to be alone. You know what? I get it. I'm just like, ugh. Well, we worked at the same school, same college. We were support staff at a college in Pennsylvania. And we could take our lunch time whenever we wanted. But I always went to lunch with the girls. Of course, they had a cafeteria. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning. Well, maybe it's not morning for everybody. It's not morning for Mrs. Gigi, that's for sure. I don't know where everybody is. I'm assuming it's morning. If not, good day. And there were several couples that worked at the school. And most of them always had lunch together. But I'm like, do you care if we have lunch together? He's like, no. I mean, cripe, we live together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, believe me, I like my husband. That's certainly not the issue. But, geez, oh whiz. All right, let me see. I think I want to use a little bit of this here. Now, this is an older version, Burl. I know the girls talk about if you can find the burls, grab them. There's somebody on Facebook Marketplace has a whole bundle of Prismas in a nice pencil case, over 100. I don't think the price is bad. And I would like to buy that just to see if they've got that neon red in there. Of course, I could ask her, but I don't need to spend the money. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I often thought, like, my mom for years worked at a school cafeteria, and she was a cook for a while. And then when her boss retired, she moved into that slot. And we often said, oh gosh, wouldn't it be fun to have like a little luncheonette? We could have a family business. We often talked about that. Yeah, I don't know. The food industry, number one, is a very hard industry, right? And then to work it with your family. Yeah, well, that's kind of like the one I'm using, Barb. Although my daughter, she's a fourth grade school teacher, and gosh, I don't even know if it reminds me of moped. I think it's moped. I don't know. It's a kind of, I would know it if I saw it. It's just a little tiny sharpener. And then when you're done with them, you toss it. Of course, everything's more expensive now. But she said, Mom, this is really a great little pencil sharpener. And then Stephanie is the gal whose channel is called Deliberately Creative. And she's like, she draws and she doodles. She does really amazing stuff. I saw her using this pencil sharpener and I'm like, whoa, hold the phone. So I got the name from her and that's what this is. And I really love it. The only thing I don't like about it, it's a pain in the neck to take with you if you want to go and color somewhere. Because I'm always grinding down the pencils. Always, always. Can you guys see what I'm doing okay? Are my big fat mitts in the way? I could probably bring that camera down even more if you think it would be better. And I got a little bit of a line there. Not blended out so well. Let's just bring that out a little bit. I'm going to come back in with the orange. Well, I don't know, Barbie. You're pretty much the genius. What did you say? What did you say last night? And I said, you're a genius. See, it went out of my head already. Okay, I think I had a stroke of genius the other day. Not a stroke of genius. Okay, I save pretty much everything. Okay? Everything. I, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. I struggle, really struggle with throwing stuff out. This is why getting rid of that scrapbook paper. Now it's still in the car, so we're not totally there yet, but it's a big step for me. Okay. So when I take books apart for journals, if it's got a cover, I keep them. Well, what am I keeping those covers for? Okay, some of them might have a nice picture on them. But cut the picture out. Put it in your collage fodder box or something, right? I mean, come on, Laura. No. I save them. So the other day when I'm going through the scrapbook paper, I find a whole file folder filled with book covers. Now the one, if Holly, I don't even know if I can find it. I don't know where I put it. If Holly saw this, she would be begging me for it. It was a book about cats, so I ripped all the pages out and got the cat pictures. Where did I put them? And it's got a nice cat on the front. Well, what I did, Peg, was I glued the two edges and I used it as a pocket file. And I slipped stuff in there. I'm like, why didn't I think of this before? I might have to flip the book. Might have to flip the book, Ange. I know she's laying down. See, here's the other part of my issue. It's like I'm trying to make stuff to sell because I'm in these co-ops. And I got to keep my booth loaded. Lori had a brilliant idea. Zena, it's paste, Barbara. Yes, it's. Oh, Peggy, you probably have this. What did she call it? It's by Stamperia. It's called Vintage Antique. Hi, Randy. Vintage Antique Paste. It's a big tube. I have it in my cart and I have it on my list. When she inked the edges of the project she was working on, like when I inked the edges with my photo, vintage photo, it looks great, but it seems to take forever. She just put some of this on the end of her brush and just rubbed it around. She got a really nice, rich inked look. I want it so bad, but my credit cards, I got to get that paid down a little bit before I get some more stuff. And it's only like $15 on Amazon. I knew what you meant, baby. And oh my goodness, I want this paste so bad. So I said maybe my husband would think it's tomato paste in a tube if I put it. Well, I have a credit card that I use just for my craft stuff, and then of course we've got credit cards for the house. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get him to pay for it. Okay, now I'm coming in with the crimson red. I'm just going to try to snug that up real close and not bring it out too far. And then in my corners. And then I'll come back with, I hope, my orange. Uh-oh, what did I do? I lost all my chats. Uh-oh. How the heck did I get? Oh, there we go. Oh, thanks, Randy. Now I'm going to come back in with my orange and go over top of what I did and try to blend this out a little better. I don't know. I still feel like I'm really far away for you to see what's going on. Okay, then I like to use, if I can find it, one of my other favorite colors, dark purple. Dark purple. I need to get some purples out because I am going to use some kind of purpley color. The Raisin Noir and the Black Cherry, they're okay, but I really like my dark purple. Here we go, dark purple. No, it's practice. You watch a lot of videos and you practice. Anybody can color. Okay, Hall, I hope it's not too bad. Okay, so I want to come up under here. Difference might be really kind of subtle. I don't know if you'll really be able to tell. I can tell. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. Maybe I'm just going to do a layer of dark purple right here. Being as I'm going to go into the purples. Purple and orange. I like purple and orange. And then maybe I'll start this next little section here with the scarlet. Thanks, Brenda. I should have reheated my coffee. I don't know. My coffee seems to get cold awful fast. I guess we leave the house too cool. I have an insulated cup, but I don't know. It's just not the same. Does anybody watch All Creatures Great and Small? It's a PBS show. Comes on Sunday evenings for us. It's it's set in, actually, I thought it was where we went and visited in North Yorkshire in England, but I think it's East Yorkshire that it's actually filmed. And it's set back, you know, I don't know the age or the year that it's supposed to be happening. I guess I should find that out. But I am so totally hooked on it. I'm so addicted. I watched the last episode 3 times already. I said to my daughter, I'm pretty sure there's a 4th viewing in my future. But they were playing cricket, and it's about I bet on Shorty to win. The main character is a vet. He has a younger brother who was going to school to be a vet, and then he's hired another young fella to work with them. And they have a housekeeper, Mrs. Hole. And so they have this big cricket match. It's their town against these other group of guys. And it's like a big deal for them, you know, to do well and to try to win this cricket match. But Mrs. Hall, she she's the scorekeeper for this cricket game. And so there's this neighbor fella who's kind of like wanting to spend time with her, and she's been a little resistant, to say the least. Anyway, she is scoring at this cricket game, and this gentleman comes up and he goes and he gets her a cup of tea. They're out in the middle of a field playing cricket, and he brings her tea in a china cup on a saucer. I mean, it's just so amazing to me. I just absolutely love it. So, if you're interested, now I'm going to use the Vermilion to come back on top of this Carmine red I think I used here. Now, coloring is not for the faint of heart, I dare say. Now, I do have a darker purple, but I don't know if I've got one in this bin. That's violet. I don't think that's dark enough. I'm going to try the raisin to maybe deepen. You know, when you color and you get involved in this coloring business here, it's all about the details. It's like, I love the details. Fussing around. See, it's just a little tiny bit there. Just a little tiny bit there. See? Right there. I think I need to change my glasses. I don't know if you guys can tell, but now see, if you just do a little bit, to me, it just really makes a difference. I don't know, can you tell? See, I need glasses to see the screen, and then other glasses to see what I'm coloring. Okay, so now I want to come back in here with my dark purple and my little oh my goodness, I keep hitting my mouse. It's so stinking sensitive. I keep getting off screen. Let me sit it up here. That might be good. I'm just going to deepen. Now I'm thinking about my wings. I haven't drawn anything in a while. I drew a pair of eyes last. I said to Holly, I put my I put my journals somewhere and I don't know where I put them. Yeah, this is a really cool sharpener, Randy. It's called Sharp Tank. It's got this little tray in the bottom that comes out for the crumbs. See, I was having a hard time holding the pencil and twisting it because of arthritis and whatnot, you know, old age and all that jazz. Jazz. And I saw Stephanie from Deliberately Creative using that sharpener, and she didn't have to hold the pencil and then could use the crank. So it's much better for me. So I'm trying to do each step of each section of this bug, which I'm assuming from the story is a firefly. I don't like to read, but I do like to read aloud. I often wondered about reading a book on my channel. And then I was looking up what it would take to read books. Oh my goodness, these people have studios. It's like a big deal. All right, now I'm coming back in with my orange, and I'm just gonna go back over, kind of blend out those other colors. Now you'll see here, if you probably have noticed, she, meaning Johanna Basford, has put a little indication there. So, Coloring Bliss saves all her pencil shavings in jars like a collection. I have my little nubs in a jar. It might be a bit excessive, but I thought it would be a cute addition to my craft space. Although my craft space is so full of crap, you can't see the dang jar. Look at Studio Lou. She read A Christmas Story and collaged while telling. Oh, Kimberly, that's a clever idea, isn't it? Oh, I guess she maybe recorded first to do the collage part and then Studio Lou, huh? Okay, so I think I want to deepen these edges here because of that spot that she's given us. So I'm coming back over with more of the orange. And then I think I'm going to come in with the red. This is the scarlet red. And I'm just going to deepen around that line. Can you tell? I love sea glass. Right after my dad had passed away, because this is like 10 years ago, My mom wanted to do something. She wanted to go on a cruise, and she wanted to take the whole family. Well, she didn't really take, I mean, she paid for, we had to pay half. She paid half, and we paid half, okay? There were, I think, 15 of us. So I have a friend that's like a sister. She went. And then my bonus son, Gary, was living with us at the time. So he went. And then, of course, my kids, and my sisters, their kids, and their spouses. So we all went. So we went on a cruise to Bermuda. The only thing that I really wanted to do was go look for sea glass. Oh my gosh. Oh, thanks, Barb. I I had my husband take me twice. I have the sea glass here somewhere. God only knows where that is. I I could have spent a week laying on my stomach with the water slapping on me, digging through rocks, looking for sea glass, trying to find, a different color. I mean, 3 hour cruise, a 3 hour cruise, do 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 do. Oh my goodness. It was so much fun. And we didn't have a car. We had to get off the ship, get in a bus. My husband is really a great guy. The things he puts up with, that man, the things he puts up with me. Oh my goodness. Really and truly. I'm like, I want to go again. He's like, what are you going to do with it? I said, I don't know. For me, was the thrill of finding it and maybe finding different colors. When we were still working at that college, we would always get fall break off. It was extra days like in October. So the one year we went up to, I think around the Hamptons it was. And we were driving around and we found, this point where we could pull over. We had, well, he didn't have it because he doesn't eat it. I had a lobster roll. And we saw this woman get out of her car, drop off her cover. It was in October, and walk right into the cold ocean water, have a swim. And then when we were driving around, I'm like, I want to go look at the beach. So we went to the beach and I spied one piece of sea glass. Oh my gosh. I spent hours there. He's like, come on, we can't be here. Gosh. For me, it's like flea marketing, you know, or any of that, finding something that you've been looking for forever. Okay, I think that's probably good enough, huh? Right there. All right, now I want to find a. Okay, Holly says where I grew up, there was a restaurant in Marina. Oh, where did you go? You popped off the screen, huh? Marina Del Rey? Is that what you said? Now I can't find my mouse. It's over here. Marina Del Rey on the ocean front. It was owned by Really? Oh, coolio. Okay, so let me find some purplish colors. I've got a violet out. I think I've got the Parma. Okay, how annoying is that sound? Annoying, right? Okay, here's lavender. Let me see what my other. the other choices are here. I know processed red and mulberry, they might come in handy. I think I have to get out my other case. I think I have a headache starting to brew. Okay, so I just showed you the pencils in the tray. I have more. Shocker. Okay, now I'm going to try to show you this without whacking the camera. A 3-hour tour. 3-hour tour. Do, 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 do. Of course, seafood. When we were younger, my sister worked at a place called Seafood America. Oh my gosh, they had the best shrimp salad I've ever eaten. And of course, they wouldn't give you the recipe. At least I don't remember them giving you the... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, gotta go. All right, honey. Have a safe trip, please. I'll catch up with you later. Now, these pencils at one time were all in order. I think Parma's the one I have. Now I've got just a little bit of a nib. I thought I put it out. Well, let's take that one. All right, I've got a lavender. I must like Parma Violet. There's another one. And then my greens. I think I have a lilac. There should be a lilac somewhere. These are two pinky dinky. Pinky winky. Pinky, pinky, pinky. All right, well, I'm not going to spend all day looking for it. I'm just going to go with what I've got. And I have a feeling I have another tray of... Yes, but for somebody like me that I color a lot, it's a little... I think this was like $15, $20, something like that. But for me, I use it so much. And I was grinding away pencils because I couldn't get them sharp because I couldn't twist them. Yeah, I usually buy a bunch of them at one time at Dick Blick's, and you can get them for a pretty good price. Yeah, you sometimes you might find a sale, or you can pick up, like I said, this one person on Facebook Marketplace. There's two people, and they've got quite a few pencils available. Prisma for a not bad price for the amount. But it's an investment for sure. And then, of course, you grind them up, right? So... I don't think I want to do the striped thing here. Although it's striped. All right, so I put in a coat of lavender. And I don't think this Parma really works that well, but I'm going to use it anyway. We'll see. I had an electric sharpener for a while. And this is when I first started to use the first set of pencils I bought. I thought, what's everybody talking about? These pencils aren't that expensive. And here I bought the Scholar Prismas. Well, they're for sketching. They're real hard. They didn't blend. Well, I found that out quick enough. So then I got the Premier Prismas. And I complained about the one color I had gotten, and they sent me a new pencil. But then when I went to sharpen it, hey, Zena, I am so tired. I should have went to bed a lot earlier than I did last night. Sheesh. I mean, I ground that pencil down. It kept cracking. Well, like Dee Dee said, if the core is, and you don't always get to look at the core, if the core isn't centered, then it doesn't sharpen right. So anyway, I called the company and complained. Well, maybe I sent them an email, because that's unlike me to call. I don't really like to talk on the phone. So I emailed them. Well, here, the core, it's soft. So here, when I was grinding it up in the electric pencil sharpener, it was causing the core to be soft because I was heating it up. Who knew? Not me. I did not know. All right, I know I threw out, I thought I threw, oh, maybe on this side, a violet. Let's try violet. I'm not sure what direction I want to do the. Zena, are you headed to work? Do you have to you have to work today, right? Yeah, the Scholar pencils are certainly nice pencils, but they won't allow you. They're kind of scratchy, and they won't really allow you to blend your colors. Yeah, I think after I left the stream, I was gonna that's awful. I was going to relax a little bit and play my little game on my phone, which I did, and I ended up, I think I was up till 2:30, 3 o'clock. Oh, what's Peggy telling me? Oh, Barbie's telling me, actually, they are more like bat wings. I missed that. Okay. Yeah, Zena was working on specimen cards. They turned out really cute. And she introduced me to vintage antique paste. Thank you very much. At least I didn't dream about it. All right, let's try, oh, Dahlia Purple. Let's see if I can. Now, I wonder if I have a white. My daughter's sister-in-law, her one sister-in-law is an art major, and she had said to me, well, do you ever use a white pencil to blend? I'm like, what? What? Never heard of it. So now I use a white pencil. Oh, you are? Oh, no. Although I do like the floor. I asked my ShopRite if I could have their dead flowers, and they wouldn't let me have them. I guess they'd be letting everybody. I guess that would be annoying. But I wanted them to, dye paper. Okay, so just popped a little white on that point. Maybe I'll pop a little white up. You got to make sure you don't have, some of your other color on the white because it will transfer. Just a little. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to do purple underneath and the orange and reds on top. It's just what I'm thinking. I'd like to get a base color on. Maybe I'll do a gray. How about a cool gray? Let me start with a cool gray. They make employees pay for small pats of butter, 33 cents. What adds up though, right? Well. Now you're up closer to New York too, right? I think we talked about this. I think I'm a couple hours from you. I don't know if they're individually owned or not. Sherry, good morning. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so I'm going to do, this is 10% cool gray, and I'm going to just put a light coat of this on these here wings beneath my, what is it, Barb? Wings beneath my, I don't know. I'm thinking Bette Midler, but I probably have that wrong. And I think I'm going to do dark and in. You're in Sayersville. Yeah, you're closer to New York. Yeah, I don't really know Sayersville, but I think, between the accent, and I think we did talk about it. I thought you were closer to New York. I'm 2 hours from New York City. New York, it's a heck of a town. The Bowery's up and the Battery's down. Wind beneath my wings. Thank you, Sherry. Zena said it too. New York, it's a heck of a town. Barb sent me a great video of old-timey dancers and songs. I couldn't get the sound on, Barb. You live in Western Massachusetts. I think Massachusetts is where I was when I was finding those stones. Albany. My sister has a place up in up north New York. I think we go past Albany to get there. I'm directionally challenged, though. Don't go by me. Don't go by me. All right. Let's see. What are we doing on time? Not too long. I don't want to make you crazy about coloring for 17 hours in a row. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm just trying to get a light little purple here. Little purple here. See, I'll be singing that all day now. It could have been me. I was listening on my phone, and sometimes my phone doesn't let me get the music. I'm gonna listen to it and watch it again on my computer. I'm sure it'll be fine. No worries, Barbie. You don't have to resend it. My husband doesn't like old classic movies. He'll watch a Hallmark movie 112 times. Good idea, Peg. And, but he won't do the classics. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? My husband's pretty mild-mannered. When the kids were growing up, we have 2 children, a son and a daughter. Daughter first, son second. Oh, you do? Instant breakfast? Oh my. Would never think of that. And when they were really young, Dad would do something and I'd say, well, you know, Dad was never a kid. Oh my gosh. Then my daughter started saying it, so I had to stop. Sometimes I call him Eeyore. I'm a mean girl. Okay, so I'm just deepening this up again. I'm bringing this second color, but second coat of this color. Yes, it's a keto. Oh, Peg, I haven't gotten back on the wagon since my trip, but I will. Well, I was sick right after I got back, and you have to cook. You have to cook. You have to cook for yourself, okay? And I just couldn't do it. Now I'm going to come back over again, you know, with more of this. You can't really see that color, can you? Should I bring my camera down even more? I know I asked you that before. Okay, I'm going to bring in, because I can always lengthen that. I'm going to bring in the Parma Violet. And I'm going to show you the difference here. I don't know if you can see. Let me get my mitt up here. Maybe it'll be better. Can you tell? I don't know if I don't know if that instant breakfast is all that healthy for you either, though, really. I guess it could be worse. Yeah, I hear you. If it wasn't for my husband, I would hardly ever cook. I have a sister who we call Martha Stewart because she likes to cook. She's always in the kitchen doing something. All right, I'm going to use the Parma on the outer wings and then deepen those up with other colors. And then I have a sister who's like a nightingale that sings, likes to play the piano and those kinds of things. And then there's me who would like to color all day. I'm kind of rushing a little bit here. I don't know why. I just am rushing. Oh, I told you I was going to keep it's the dark sleeve that I think it needs to try to keep that. It's very easy to get these darker colors too dark. To where you can't get it to blend nicely. Does it have some vitamins in it? I should be taking vitamins. I don't. Okay. I listen to talk radio when I'm in the car. I'm not in the car that much, but I do. And they have advertisements and commercials for Balance of Nature. And of course, they're not going to give you ads where people are saying it doesn't work. So they're all a bunch of people that say it works. You feel great. Does anybody have any personal experience? It's supposed to be like, not supposed to be, it's freeze-dried veggies, I think, in capsule forms. So you get, every day you get um, what you're supposed to have as far as nutrients from vegetables, fruits and vegetables. It's not cheap. I did look at reviews, and of course they were mixed. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying it, but like I said, it is an expense. I don't know. I would like to know somebody personally that has used it or had, know somebody or, you know, I'm very gullible. There for a while, I was hooked on QVC. My youngest sister and I. Never heard of it? Yeah. And oh my gosh, my husband and my brother-in-law, they would always say, that stuff is awful, whatever. And I'm like, well, they wouldn't be in business if everything they sold was terrible, because they'd have a lot of dissatisfied customers, right? Yeah, these aren't supposed to have fillers, Peg. Now, I haven't dug deep into the product for sure. It's supposed to be. Oh, yeah, it's Thursday. Kathy Arbor will be on at 1 o'clock. I sent some up to space. They aren't meals. They're supplements. Supplements to supplement you. Now my phone's going to start ding, ding, dinging. The sisters must be awake. I would love to do a stream with my two sisters. It would be an absolute hoot. My youngest sister, you think I'm crazy? She's crazier, okay? She's like really crazy. And when the three of us get going, my sister Nancy, the middle one, she's pretty quiet, but sometimes we can get her going. Oh my gosh, it would be so. They won't come on with me. I think they came on with me once. They thought it was just us and it was going to be private. I didn't mean to trick them. They misunderstood. So they didn't hang around. They were in and out pretty much. But gosh, it would be a hoot. An absolute hoot. I don't know. Not sure I'm liking that so much. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay, what else do I have here? Color. Don't have, I don't know why I picked purple. Don't have much. I have all their colors. I just don't think they have much in purple, and I don't think they have much in brown. I have a blue violet, and then that's another violet. Let's give the violet a go. Let's see how much of an impact the violet's going to have. Of course, I can do more of the Hey, Dana, how are you? Nice to see you. No. No. Have I told you I live in a 55 plus community? We're the kids on the block. If I had a gentleman caller, he'd be about 90. I want my package from Michigan. Aw, don't get me singing that song. Afternoon Delight. Zena, I know you're singing it too. Just give me the paste. I want the paste. Dana, did you stream the other day? Murray had something. Of course, I'm always behind the 8 ball. I don't know why I don't get the notices like when they are current and mean something. So I went back and looked. I think it's you. I think I subbed. You do? I love that song, and this kind of reminds me. I don't know why it reminds me of it. Oh, he takes an ad in the paper. If you like, pina coladas, you know that one? Getting caught in the rain. Barbie, I know you know it. Then you're the lady I look for. Come with me and escape. If you like making love at midnight. You know that one. I don't know, girls. I don't know if this is really. I think I did see that once. See, I watch movies over and over and over again, but probably not what most people watch. Like I was saying in your stream, while you were sleeping, I watched that several times. Over and over and over. Have to watch it at least once a year. Sleepless in Seattle, You've Got Mail. And then, I will watch the old classics over and over. But like I said, my hubby doesn't like it. After pina colada for me would be a nap. Rupert Holmes. Okay, I recognize that name. I need to find a deeper. See, the dark purple isn't really this shade. I don't know, girls. I just don't know. What if I put a little bit of the, you know what I need to find? I need to find that dark purple. I need to find that dark purple pencil. Let me see if I can get my. Oh, and the other thing is, too, with these pencils, you really shouldn't drop them because they've got that soft core. Well, guess what? Guess what, Bubba? I'll be dropping mine a lot of times. Kathleen Kelly. See? We were just talking about you, Kathleen. Sleepless in Seattle. No, you got mail. Kathleen Kelly. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see here. We've got a violet blue. And what am I looking for? Oh, yeah, I'm looking for that dark, not indigo. It's got a very weird name on the pencil. I just started to use the Indigo Blue. I wasn't real thrilled with it. See, the thing of it is when you buy the pencil kits, you get all the same pencils. And then if you are in the zone and you color a lot, you kind of get the colors that, you know, are your favorites. Black grape. I didn't even know I had a black grape. I should have ordered that one. I guess I don't have it. Because I grind it down so much. I might have to go to black. Black cherry. Oh, bummer. So I just started to use the Indigo Blue. I guess I could maybe use that. Oh, what did I start to do? See, I got distracted. Boy, it doesn't take... Oh, there goes a bird. Doesn't take much. What are you up to on this fine day, Kathleen? Yes, that's what I was saying with sharpening them. See, this one's off-centered. So, especially with electric sharpener, you grind them down real quick. Legends of the Fall. You know what? I don't even know if I ever even heard of that. Our son's a real big movie buff person. He loves movies. We say he loves them all. He says he has taste and he doesn't love them all, but there are very few he does not like. I would probably, in most cases, stop whatever I'm doing and watch a Harry Potter movie. Okay, sorry, just saying. Of course, that's something my bonus son and I would do together. So we just curl up in our respective chairs and watch Harry. Yeah, my youngest sister's never seen a Harry Potter either. And she's never read the book. She likes to read. Actually, I'm not a reader. I really don't like to read, but I did read those. Oh, Brad Pitt's in it. Is that a draw for you there, Zini? Okay, we're getting to know you there. Uh-huh. Well, in while you were sleeping, the fellow that plays, if anybody's seen that, the fellow that plays Jack, his name is Bill Pullman, and I think he's fabulous in the role. I think he does a really great job. I've seen him in other stuff, and I think he stinks. It's just that role. He really is really, really good in that role. But that's just me. Has anybody watched Harry Potter? That's in chat. I would love to know your favorite character. Okay, so I'm going to do that different there because that's... Now I'm using a lot more pressure here. Oh, I like Overboard. Yeah, we usually watch that when we see it come on. Arturo, what's that guy's name? Are you talking about the version with we like the version with the little blonde. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. You like Dumbledore? Oh, Dana, never watched. Oh my gosh. You have to really watch from the beginning and get a feel for the characters. And then you kind of grow with them throughout the rest of the movies, you know. My favorite is Snape. I just absolutely... What does he say in the one movie? He says, turn your books to page 364. That's not the right page. I got the page number wrong. Oh my gosh. Love him. Alan Rickman. See, I know those guys' names. Well, not all of them. I tried to draw his picture. Didn't work out well. Really, Peggy? Good for him. I always loved her on Laugh-In. My dad and I used to watch Laugh-In all the time. My mother couldn't figure out what we were laughing about. No, Mom's not much for the humor. Oh, I love Harry Potter. It's all the cool stuff and just her imagination, the way she worked everything out. And I mean, there are parts of some of them I'm not crazy about. I could fast forward, but on the whole, I like them. I like them. Yeah, killed Sirius Black. I don't really like that she killed Sirius Black. I killed Sirius Black because I like Sirius. Okay, I'm using the Indigo Blue to kind of deepen up into those little points. Sweet Home Alabama. That's the one with the blonde, right? The Okay, Zena, have a great lunch. Have a nice lunch with your fella. Oh, I should have asked you where you were going. What's her name? The little blonde. Yes. Boy, you don't see her much anymore, do you? It's the same with Gus. They kind of like drop off the face of the earth. Her and Meg Ryan. Of course, I don't go to the movies anymore. I think I started to watch that Green Fried Tomatoes. I'm thinking maybe it was... Oh, you're going out to your favorite brunch spot. Okay, cool. Um, I think it was just too sad for me. Yeah, you don't see Sandra Bullock much. You don't see the other one either. the kind of like the redhead. I don't see a lot of them much anymore. We just watched again. We watch it, I think, pretty much every time. The Proposal. I like Sandra Bullock in that, and that Ryan Reynolds. I think he's a good actor. Okay, what color did I use? I think I used the violet. Let's go back over this. Blue. Am I blue? Am I blue? Creative Trish. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Am I blue? Okay, this is how goofy I am. Are you ready for this? So I was chatting with Holly last night, and we got talking about some different stuff, right? And I said to her I could go for a burger. I had a half a sandwich earlier, but really wasn't much, and just I felt like a burger. So I get it in my mind that I need to have a burger. Now, mind you, it's 9 o'clock at night. Nobody needs a burger. Peggy, close your ears. Nobody needs a burger at 9 o'clock at night. Peggy's probably shaking her head. I've fallen way off the wagon. So my husband uses these apps. Peggy. And I thought, well, I wonder if they have a deal. So I opened the app on my phone. Well, it's Whopper Wednesday. Okay, now I just like the junior. And I don't like it with cheese. Well, I could eat it, but I do my burgers without cheese. I don't know. Who knows why? I just do. I like cheese. Who knows? I don't even know what to tell you. I just don't know why. Well, I'm fiddling around, and all of a sudden, this thing pops up, and it says, "Give your server this number." I'm like, "Oh my gosh! I think I ordered it." So now it's a little after 9. They close at 10. I'm thinking I better go. I think I ordered this stupid. Well, here I didn't. I didn't realize what I was doing. I never really used the app before. Yeah, that is a good scene. I mean, some people I just think, I don't know, it's my opinion, but I think I'm a pretty good judge. Of course I do. Um, yeah. See, I mean, I can eat it, but I just rather have it without. Anyway, the kid was very gracious. I said, I don't know if I did this right. He said, no, you're good, but I didn't order it. What I did is just had a code number. Laura's got to get out once in a while. Get out into the real world and figure out how some of these here things work. You see what I'm saying? She's up in her room coloring all the time. She didn't know what the heck's going on. She can't function. She doesn't know what anything about. She's a pill. She's a struggle, as we would say. She is a struggle. I'm not getting the coverage that I really would like. I think I'm going too fast. Too fast. I don't like that right there. I don't know, girls. Okay, there's one Hallmark movie I absolutely love. I watched it this year before I went to Europe, even before Christmas. I must have watched it 6 times. And it's called A Crown for Christmas. Okay. And I don't know if anybody here is knows any of the Hallmark acting people, but this girl's name is Danica something. And the guy that plays the lead is not a regular on Hallmark. Oh, I don't want to go there. I want to go on the other side. And his first name is Rupert. He's a redhead. I've always had a thing for redheads, really. And she's a maid. Her and her sister are maids. And of course, it's near Christmas. They have a brother who's in school, in college. And the hotel is, I don't like that color, but gosh, now I put it on there. The hotel is short on staff. So the two sisters are going to work together, and they're being put up on the top floor where all, the important people stay. Okay, I'm kind of not liking what I'm doing here, so I'm trying to fix it. Not liking it so much. I'm trying to go over that dark purple I put in that it's a blue, kind of a blue violet. Yeah, well, can't really do anything about that. Where's my water? Excuse me. Too much talking. So they go up, and they were given strict orders of how to, behave when they're up on this top floor. They're not supposed to talk to the guests or anything like this. Well, this guy, excuse me, the redhead, he's a, I think he's a king. And he's in New York on business or something. Yeah, well, you can get burnt out on them, that's for sure. Anyway, she runs into this guy with a maid cart. Oh my gosh, he's so stinking cute to me. Of course, he's widowed. He has a daughter who's trouble. And his butler guy or something's there with him, and they get the call that, they need another nanny, that the kids, misbehaved and ran another nanny out of town. And it's getting to be Christmas time, and they don't have anybody. No, they didn't impersonate a caterer. And so anyway, the butler ends up tracking her down, and anyway, she gets fired. Her sister gets fired. The three of them are on their own. Their parents died when they were young. The older sister is always taking care of them. Had to leave college to come home and take care of them. Maybe if I put some white and blend it. See, now if I was by myself right now doing this would just, I would go to another page or do something else, because I don't like what I'm doing there. I guess I could paint over it. Oh no. I mean, it's okay, but it's not great. Let's face it. Not great. Anyway, he offers her the job to go and be nanny for this kid. Well, her and the kid hit it off, and I mean, it's just, Of course, he's supposed to marry some other chick that he doesn't love, yada, yada, yada. Is that the one where yes, he goes riding off in the snow, and then he comes up and she says at the end of the day, you didn't get engaged or whatever. He said, no, I couldn't. Turns out I'm in love with somebody else. And the last line is, Because when she bumps into him with the little rolly cart and she's trying to apologize, she's offering him shampoo and soap, and then she offers him a little sewing kit to try to make up for, her practically knocking him over with the cart. And he says, to tell you the truth, you had me at sewing kit. Oh my gosh. I could watch it right now. Okay. Yes, she's a strange one. That pink girly. All right, I'm putting orange in the tip there. Not sure that that's a good move either. Well, I probably should do that side the same as this side, but... So we're coming up on 2 hours. Are you totally bored? It's almost 11:30. Kathy Arbor comes in. Oh, yeah, yeah. I used to have some of that. I don't know where that is either. When people use, I used to use a blending pencil, which I haven't used it in a long time. I kind of got out of the habit of using that. And some people use baby oil, they say, too. I haven't tried that. When I first started to do some stuff online, I have an old video where I looks a little better. I'm just not sure what I could do to knock that. I wish I hadn't put the blue. It's the blue violet. That was a poor choice. That I don't like there, the blue violet. Anywho. And my husband would come in from the store, from work or whatever, and he'd say, "You're watching that again?" Oh yeah, Gamasol. Yeah, yeah. You're watching that again? Oh boy. My husband either likes to watch love stories or these weird space alien things. Now he likes some shoot 'em up stuff too. Yeah, that's true. I could do something like that. All right, let's see. All right, so I've got this orange going in here with these little, I'm just going to try to come around. I don't know if you can see that any better. I'm just going to try to come around just on the right-hand side of these little circles. This is, I think, the scarlet red I picked up. I don't know. This is like, oh, I don't have any well, that's not true. I have like 2 or 3 Copics. I bought the Spectrum Noir brand of alcohol markers, but I'm too impatient to try to get them to blend. I haven't really ever used them. Most of mine, I think, are now dried out. I've had them so long. Now I'm going to do the opposite side over here. I have no rhyme or reason of what I do when I color as far as shading for the most part. Like, I don't think ahead. You need to get... Oh, Teresa, hi, how are you? Ink to dip in. Yeah. I haven't done any of that, any calligraphy or anything in a long time. Oh my gosh. I should write out a calendar, and I should put different things I want to do on all the days of the calendar. And when I get to that calendar day, does anybody watch Lizzie Brewer? Oh my gosh, to me, she's an absolute hoot. I love watching her. She's so funny to me. And she wears that, you're learning to do calligraphy. Yeah, I took a one-on-one lesson one time from a gal. Let me make this. It was very interesting, but I like to do too much other stuff. Just can't commit to the time I would need for me to do it properly. Anyway, the one thing I know, Lizzie and Papa, oh my gosh, I love her sense of humor. The way she comes out with stuff, oh my gosh, I just love her. Anyway, I like that she has cards or something, and I guess she wrote out all different stuff she wants to do, and then she pulls the card and she knows what she's going to do the next day. And that's a good way to really work around your art room or your art supplies. Okay, so they are looking better. Now I'm going to come in with the red. I think I ordered, I don't know what I did with all my new pencils. I really like the, this one's Crimson Red, but I think there's a Scarlet Lake that's a really nice dark red. I don't know. Maybe it is in my... Gosh, I keep hearing doors slam. I keep thinking somebody's going to be ringing my bell. Okay, what's that song coming? Knock on my door. Three's company too. Do-do-do. What is wrong with me? Do-do-do-do-do. Come on, knock on my door. I'm really kind of just drawing around the edge because these are so small. So folks that kind of follow me, I've had my channel for a little while now, and I actually had two. Who knows why I signed up for two. Anyway, the other one, I don't want to shut it down because the people can't go with you. And I don't have the community tab on that one because I don't have that many subscribers. Anyway, so I just don't do anything. I put up an announcement, and that people can watch to come over to this channel. But a lot of the folks over there, Kathy Arbor, hello. You're coming on at 1, right, Kath? They like to watch me paint ceramic bisque pieces with this dry brushing technique. So, if anybody's ever done ceramics, it's expensive now, and there's not much selection. And then, of course, a lot of it's heavy, so to ship it. So I went into this this company near me. They go in and they empty out after the family's done and everything with an estate sale. They go in and they take everything out that nobody really wants, and they sell it, and they sell it for dirt cheap. Well, I lucked into a couple of pieces there, but I found somebody on eBay that they ship free. I'm all about the free ship, kids. Gotta tell you, I'm about the free ship. And these pieces are so cute that I ordered. And I knew it was going to take a while because they said right up front, you're not going to get these till February, but I still haven't gotten them. So I'm chomping at the bit for them. They're coming by way of New York. So I'm hoping to do some, I haven't gotten away from doing standalone videos. I got some ideas. Okay, so now I'm using this dark purple again. Needless to say, silly me. I said, oh, maybe, thank you, Kathy. Maybe I'll do a couple of bugs. Okay. Oh, I don't think so. I'm getting hungry for some vittles. Now I can work on these more too and then put an actual highlight of maybe like a white Posca on some of these little. I need to do his little tail. So Barb, Kathy, what are you going to be doing today? I saw the notice come through, but I didn't look at it. Oh, I need my black sleeve. Isn't that amazing? Here we go. That's a sweet spot right there. Okay, let me get some yellows. I like the muted yellow. Okay, this is yellow okra. And then I'll grab me a little Spanish orange. And I like goldenrod, but I usually have ground those down pretty well too. See if I can find me. Oh, this is a big one, I think. Nope, that's another Spanish Harlem. Spanish orange, not Spanish Harlem. And goldenrod. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, I'm going to start with the okra. And I'm just going to scrub a little bit of that in here. I want his little bum to look like it would, glow. I'm not going to get it to look like it glows. But I mean, yeller. Old yeller. Girls, I got to say, I'm just starting to get me a little hungry. Okay, I'm going to try to be faithful to this time. Oh, spring chick with flowers. Oh, I have to tell my sister. Oh, that sounds adorbs. Sounds adorbs. Yeah, maybe I'll use a little bit of this scarlet under here. Going back to my Spanish yellow. Okay, so it still needs a lot of work. There. Oh, how does that go, Barb? There is a rose in Spanish Harlem. Is that how it goes? I think that's how it goes. Where's my black sleeve? That's okay. There is a rose in Spanish Harlem. Yeah, that's it. Haven't thought about that song in a long time. I need to do something in here. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't have enough color. I should have went orange and turquoise. Wouldn't that have been better? Oh, you know. Sometimes you're just not with it. Oh, Kathy, let me ask you. Kathy, do you color? Kathy Arbor, do you color? It might be too far gone. See, I put my purples down here. I know it looks blue. And then I use, now of course it's not blended. It's not blended out. I'm using Prismacolors. And I put a blue violet there and I don't like it. Can you suggest anything that I could maybe try to work over top of that? Like I know I could paint them in, which I might just end up doing because I'm not crazy about that color choice. I mean, for me, it doesn't look that bad on the screen, but when I'm looking at it in person, that blue is really sticking out, not in a good way. Not liking it. Not liking it. I put some white on it. Of course, now it's probably real waxy. And I just, like some of the colors I'm okay with, and I know like how they're going to work on what they'll do for me. But blue violet is not one of them. So I really am not pleased. And now I'm trying to rush. Oh, Kath, I would never have thought of erasing it. Okay, I'll try that. Excellent idea. I even have one of those battery operated erasers. Just ask me where it is. No idea. Oh, it might be right up there somewhere. Up on my. Oh, art supplies and where we keep them and how they hide. It's a struggle. Struggle. All right, ladies. I think I'm going to go get some lunch and I'm going to check out what Kathy's doing. And I'm sure I'll enjoy watching Kathy. If you haven't ever watched Kathy Arbor, she's in chat. That's ARBOUR. She has a channel on YouTube and she is amazing. So she'll be on at 1. And let's see, it's Thursday. So Beth will be on later this evening. I think she comes on maybe 6:30 Eastern. I'm still trying to get a little list together, really for my own use. I think I'll put it on my community tab when I get it all, worked up. Oh, you're welcome, Kathy. So thanks for stopping in. I appreciate y'all being here. Barb and Peggy, thanks so much. I'll see you all around the tube somewhere if you can, and especially those for the replayers. If you're not a subscriber, if you would subscribe, I'd appreciate it. That would be great. And I'll say take care to everyone. Good to see you all this morning. And don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. All right, ladies. Thanks so much. I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.